Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for January the 16th, 2023. I'm Mom. And I swear to goodness, the audio on this was so low this morning and now it's just cranked up. Yeah, let's get that fixed. Could barely hear it. It actually isn't up very high. So let's see. Maybe that's just up too high. There we go. Ah, so much better. Oh, yeah. So I see when I got home from work we have complete the Dranur Beach Assault. The Lima bean of events. Lima beans. Yeah, I know some people like them, but you're wrong. I'm sorry, I was going to call it the broccoli of events, but I kind of like broccoli. So we can't call it that, so it's definitely lima beans. I hear somebody else there. Let me find Twitch on my phone so I can see what's going on in the world. You know, you'd expect that I would have my own channel up first. There it is. Ooh. And I'm being loud. So hi everybody. It's me and Loki, and Farns is in the other room, but he's talking to WC. So, just me. Unless somebody joins me. Done all my dailies for the day. Done all that mod exciting stuff. Don't have a lot going on. If anybody would like to level ships, since I will be traveling most likely tomorrow night. And if nobody's there, well, no worries, because I have some new tunes. Ed and I have put together Crocodile and Dundee, our elite Jem'Hadars, except my Jem'Hadar hasn't finished doing a lot of things yet to become an elite Jem'Hadar, so maybe we'll go visit him for a while. While I'm waiting for some poor schmucks who want to do this with me. I'm sorry, Dranur Beach Assault isn't a bad one. It's just... it's meh. Running into the bank first. Since I still have 2,700 Omega slivers that I never refined from last year, and we're coming up really close now to the next anniversary event, and I'm going to have to cook a lot of these to make this work. I have work to do. Let's see. R&D. One's down to 2,600. Woo! I'm not quite sure how these managed to get so out of balance. I had them nicely balanced, but that's life, right?
Hello.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
Doing well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. How's life on your side of the planet?
Because, you know, my side of the planet is so far away from yours.
Yeah, it's a couple of feet.
Right.
See.
Like a decimal of a decimal.
Yeah. I probably could walk down there if given enough time. Well, I mean, I probably could walk any place given enough time, but yours is doable for walking distance.
Probably within a day.
Oh, easy. Easy peasy. So how are you doing?
Doing well.
Good. Good.
Worked today, got double time and a half. So can't.
Because of the holiday?
Yep, I automatically got paid for the holiday anyways,
Well,
and since
that's not fair. I didn't get double pay for anything.
we got paid for the day automatically because it's a holiday.
Wow.
And then because we had to work in our call center for support, we got paid time and a half on top of getting paid for the day already. So double time and a half.
Wow. I just had to be there to get my regular pay. And nothing extra. Didn't even get lunch out of it. Rick Didum says, I wish they had the dancing cat lady on Nimbus. The dancing cat lady.
Oh yeah.
Who's the dancing cat lady?
Star Trek 5.
Hold it. Was there a dancing cat lady in Star Trek 5?
Yeah.
Where?
She had a tail.
Was she in the bar?
Yeah.
Wow, how come I don't remember her?
I think it was like a really kind of short, like, if you like are looking at paying attention to other things, you miss it.
Wow. I honestly don't remember it. I mean, I will say a lot of Star Trek 5 I kind of just
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what I was about to say. Let's face it, Star Trek V wasn't the best.
No, a little too full of itself.
Yeah,
Did Shatner direct that one?
yes, that's
Oh,
the
well.
one Shatner directed.
Well, directing without having your ego in a movie is very challenging. I think Leonard Nimoy and, for that matter, Jonathan Frakes both did great jobs directing their movies.
Yeah, and then Nicholas Meyer could have made Nemesis so much better if he had listened to Jonathan Frakes, but he basically told Frakes to stay at his lane.
Ooh, yeah,
It's like, you
yeah.
know, that wouldn't be someone who's directed a lot of Star Trek episodes
Mm-hmm.
and someone who had directed previous movies
And
of
arguably,
Star Trek.
and arguably
Maybe you ought to
the
listen
best
to
Star
him.
Trek movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
First Contact.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's really, really hard to go in. Yeah, the guy knows what he's doing. He's actually a
was
decent
it
director.
Nicholas Meyer?
Was
I
it?
can't remember who it was. I might be. Nicholas Meyer may have been who directed Star Trek 6. Who directed Nemesis?
Hang on a second. Oh, yeah, works better when I remember how to do Roman numerals. Nicholas Meyer did Star Trek 6,
Yeah.
and Nemesis was
And
Stuart Baird.
oh, yeah. Some no-name person I've never
Yep.
heard of.
Yeah, his IMDb does not pop up instantaneously.
Oh, I guess he did. Well, no, he was editor on Skyfall.
Let's see, director Stuart Baird. Um,
He has 3 U.S. Marshals, Executive Decision, and Star Trek Nemesis.
wow, that's that's not a lot.
Like, yeah, that's like a very unimpressive
Yeah, and right as director,
director,
not much.
right?
A lot of editors.
Kind of looks like a douche too.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, U.S. Marshals was okay.
Oh,
Exec-
don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to like dish that, but oh yeah, and Jonathan Frakes has 46 director credits to his name.
okay, yeah. So as long as we've got that in perspective. Let's see, Marina Sirtis called Stuart Baird a bloody idiot.
That sounds about right.
Yep. Rick says she jumped on Captain Kirk and he threw her into the fish tank. That was the cat lady, I presume.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. I have 2 cats. I could bring them both here. Where are they? Of course, I have a dog sitting in my lap attempting to lick my skin off my hand. Which is fine because, it's daytime and I'm awake. It's at 2 in the morning. She's like, oh, I need to lick your hands now. No, no, you do not. It gets really in the middle of the night. Yeah. Well, I like you, dear. You don't need to lick my hands that much. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to go. Yes, dear, I like you. Don't have to lick my hands that much.
So I decked out a Kelvin Timeline DX4 Bird of Prey today.
Ooh, were we talking about your bird of prey not that long ago? I was talking to somebody about one.
No, I have the D7 flight deck carrier,
Oh,
and that's nice too.
that was my little moan of pleasure. Yes.
That
That's-
I've got with my Elite Orion Slaver pets, so I also get a whole bunch of contraband.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I should actually think about doing that.
But oh my gosh, I went through and I did search and rescue in Kern.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, those things just blow up.
Really?
Oh yeah, like I'll have to So
Greetings,
I
Osiris.
hello. So I have all dual beam banks on the front except for the dark matter quantum.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of my beam banks is the phaser wide angle dual heavy beam bank.
Oh,
And I have sensor linked phaser dual beams. I'm running phaser because I have so many different consoles that update phaser damage.
yes.
Um,
That's one of the reasons I
including
tend to love doing phasers.
including the domino,
Yes, yes.
including dynamic power redistributor module with the universal point defense bombardment warhead, so I get the two-piece plus 33% phaser damage. Hull image refractors, which
Yep,
give
yep,
plus
yep.
20% anyways. Then I have the mining drill and the proton charges.
That's an interesting setup.
Well, with that, I have it for the two piece because that's 25% increase for photon torpedoes as well as 25% phaser damage for directed energy weapons. I went ahead and put on there the immolating phaser lamp,
Really?
which increases my shield penetration. I of course have Lorca's custom fire controls.
Yes.
That completes the three-piece set there. Approaching Agony. I have Ominous Device, plus 20% all damage, and grants the Corbinite remover. I can't say that.
Corbomite.
Corbinite, yeah, thank you. And the Deconstructive Resonance Emitter, which gives me plus 15 kinetic and plus 15% phaser damage. As well as the click.
Yeah, I guess things would just kind of melt away and disappear.
Oh, and I'm using the Soliton Wave Impaler.
Oh, I love that thing. That thing is
It's
amazing.
Yes. So I've got my engine speed like cranked up. So it does so much damage.
I just love the effect it's got on things. Let's see if I can jump up.
And then I've got Tilly's shield,
Yep.
as well as the mycelial warp core to
Yep, yep.
help some survivability. Prevailing innervated impulse engines for super fast, you can't hit me. Neener neener. And of course, the protomatter deflector array. So yeah. Oh, and in rear, I have a resilience-linked omnidirectional phaser beam.
Amazing.
And on all of them, I have re-engineered them to damage whatever the most damage is with crit E damage on the last one.
Whatever the most damage is. There you go, Rick. You have a dancing cat lady. I hope you're happy now.
I could be a dancing Hirogen. I'm in a Hirogen outfit right now.
Well, I have my Cation here, and I got her up on top of the bar with her little fans to do the fan dance.
Gotcha.
So there
Are
you
you
go.
on Space Dock?
No, I just took her down to Nimbus so Rick could be
Oh.
happy.
Gotcha.
So, you know, there's a bazillion accolades on Nimbus, right?
Oh yeah, I've done all of them.
I've done all of them too, but there's a couple that are super challenging. Not with occasion. She can jump over everything. No problems.
Yeah.
Then I went and I got my not Zenkethi, Jem'Hadar.
Uh-huh.
Jem'Hadars cannot jump. It is the most disappointing thing. Run, 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 hit the spacebar, thunk. So disappointing. I still haven't gotten all the accolades on my Jemmy. I did notice that Priority 1 is doing their accolade hunt tonight, so Dante and I have been putting together a game, which is going to be, for those of you who know your Strange New Worlds, you know how they played Enterprise Bingo.
Uh-huh.
We have Star Trek Online Bingo.
Oh, that's so cool!
Yep, we've got cards that we're making, and we're trying to equalize it so that even if you're a noob, you'll have a decent chance of getting stuff, and we're going to run some of the weird ones together. There's a couple
That's
that
cool.
you can only get once. Some you can't get at all anymore because they've been taken out of the game, but
Right.
like Id has never finished it, so he still has access to a few of them. You know, if you don't finish the episode, you can go out and share it with people.
Right.
Well, you can come up here, and you get the accolade even if you don't finish the mission. So yay. Hey, Slate 215, what is up? Nothing much. It is raining here in scenic Indianapolis. But hey, it's not snow yet. Maybe not. It looks like that storm's just going to go completely north of everything. Which is kind of sad. I like having a snow day here and there. And I will say, when it snows in Indianapolis, you get about 3 inches or more, and everybody's like, oh, we're going to drive on this stuff. Versus Chicago, and it's like, pfft, 15 inches of snow, I'll figure a way to get there. Mostly because they're idiots. It's freezing here. How cold is it there, Slate? It's what, 40-ish here? It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's actually not too bad here.
Yeah, I hiked over to the store. Been looking around for a place to live if I... Of course I've got an incoming call. I'm ignoring incoming call. Excuse me 1 second. So we get crazy amounts of wrong numbers, but I had the phones forwarded to mine. That means whenever I'm any place in the building, at work, they all come to my phone, but I forget to turn it off when I leave for the night.
Oh boy.
And I'm never entirely sure. This might be an emergency, and we do have emergency access. Not that there's anything we can do. Most of our stuff is around the world, and the odds are we can walk you through it on the phone. But we're probably not going to have a guy out there in 24 hours. Let's see. Well, I'm done doing my dance up here. So where were we? We're talking about Herbrogen and Zenkethi and people who can't jump. Glad we don't have
Yeah,
playable
apparently
Zenkethis.
Jim Hadar are the white people of the Star Trek games. Playing basketball, that is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were working on a brochure today for a project, and I was trying to subtly mention that every location that we've mentioned where this equipment has been placed is like white centric, and that's not the nature of the beast. I mean, it goes any place it needs to. I'm just thinking maybe we could see if we could be a little bit more diverse in our locations. Oh, that's a really good idea. Thank you. I know nobody did it deliberately. They just probably picked the first 6 on the list in alphabetical order, and it's all Northern Europe.
Yeah.
It's not intentional. Fortunately, it hasn't gone out, so I don't have to worry about it too much yet. Good evening, Mr. Dave. Hey, Mr. Dave. I was going to level some ships tonight because of reasons I couldn't go to class tonight. So I will be going to class on Wednesday, but I'll be driving home tomorrow night, most likely, which means we won't be doing a ship leveling event tomorrow. But I'm here today. So if anybody has a ship that they would like to level, let's see if I can do this. I'm hoping I can run her over these various tops of the roofs and over to there. Let's see. Run, jump!
I have
Boom, got it.
the Breen
Ooh, very nice.
escort, or whatever the raider is.
Wow. Let's see if I can do
Yeah,
this
I
one.
managed to get an epic
Okay.
token today too.
I have epic tokens. The problem is I don't need epic tokens. I have all those ships because I've been playing the game forever. So I've gotten them all from events. Hey, I did it. Got over there. Yay. Yay. I got on top of here. I've been on top of here before, but so much easier to do this in occasion than it is to do it in anything else. Yay. And now let's see if I can get down to there. This is the one thing that freaks me out, is walking along the top of the
Oh yeah.
curtains.
Yup. because that totally works.
Yep. I don't know how wide it really is.
I'm assuming it's more like sheet metal, like a cargo container.
Well, this thing is the green curtains at the top
Uh-huh.
where you walk in. And it looks like it's the width of a curtain, and in reality it's got to be about 3 feet wide.
Right?
It's still kind of freaky. And I'm not good with heights. I get really stressed out when I fall off things. It's fine when I jump.
Oh, and WoW I'm the same way. If I jump off of something,
Yeah.
because I usually play a mage,
Oh,
and as a mage, I can like jump off whatever, and as long as I'm not hitting anything on the way down, if I use my blink or teleport, like right before I hit the ground,
yes.
basically it stops all my downward momentum, and it moves me forward the number, and my drop continues at the height I was when I did it. So I lose all the downward momentum, and I just drop like a foot.
Okay, so I was thinking it would still have the momentum that you had accumulated. So, yes, you're only dropping a foot, but you're hitting it like slamming into concrete. Okay, well, that works out well then. My way would just be messy and painful.
Yeah. Dang it. Swarm bugged on me.
At the last moment, there's one ship you can't find.
Yep.
Yep, we got all the way to that not too long ago. Okay, Mr. Dave, I don't know if you saw what Osiris said there. So click on you, click on your ship, and if all of the ship mastery unlocks are pretty, it's hard to tell on the color scheme I've got here, then they are done. On the other hand, let me grab, I think Zahn hasn't finished her ship yet. Let me grab Zahn here. There she is. So here's La Salazan, and you can see that only the first 2 have been lit up. The remaining 3 are still not grayed out, blued out. In this case, they're blued out.
Lovely.
And it usually says mastery unlocked when you reach level 5 or 6, depending on what you need to do.
Okay, so let's go ahead. I will get my green ship up and going.
Okay, I will. Federation or KDF?
I'm on KDF right now.
Okay, let me go grab a... I know who to grab. I will grab a KDF who can help you level up your ship. So we can alternate. We can do some KDFs. We can do some Feds. Mr. Dave, I know you tend to play Feds.
Or we can, like, do a, like, private whatever.
We can. So after you get to 65 and you get your mastery to 5, what happens to the extra skill points you keep accruing? I was trying to figure out that word.
Get specialization points.
Yeah.
That's how you, like, fill out, like, your command, your strategist, your miracle worker.
What happens after you max out all of those? Would probably be the next question.
No clue. Never done it.
I've done it, I just never pay attention to it. Okay, so for my skills here, I've got all my specs completely filled out on everything, because this is an older tune. It has been around a long time. But it's a really good question.
I mean, I know you'll continue to get expertise, because that can be used in...
Lots of stuff.
Yeah, in, like, fleet projects, as well as leveling bridge officers, stuff like that, so...
Okay, Captain spec points. Each level up is spec points. Blah, 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 blah. After reaching the cap, currently 65, spec points can still be earned indefinitely by filling the skill point bar the same way during actual leveling. Specs can 195 total spec points. Once all 195 specializations have been earned, the rest turns into dilithium at 2880 per surplus point.
Oh, okay.
So does that answer your question? Yeah, so what do you do with them when you keep getting them? Well, you keep filling up your specializations. Once you've used all of them for specialization, so you would continue to fill these up. So, as I said, I've got my commando, constable, strategist, command officer, intelligence officer, miracle worker, pilot, and temporal operative completely filled up. That's the aforementioned 195. Now, every time that I earn enough to get another spec point, it just auto-converts into dilithium. And Osiris points out that expertise is used in fleet projects too. Yes, absolutely it is. To the extent that we frequently fight over it. No, I've got so much. No, I'm doing it next. Speaking of, let me put some fresh projects in here for everybody.
Ooh, where?
Well, I'm just putting something in for when this gets done. There we go. Alright, so I'm over in Klingon Strike Group, which is completely filled in, which is therefore not exciting. So let us go to the Flaming Targs of Grethor and see if anything needs work there. They need dilithium. Oh, that needs dilithium. And that needs dilithium. How exciting. That needs dilithium. Want to guess the next one's? Oh, that needs dilithium and it needs engineers. Dilithium? More dilithium. I did not queue those projects. I would like to have a talk with who's ever queuing projects that take dilithium only. Ugh! Don't queue projects that require dilithium only unless you're going to fill them. Because that means we can't do anything else with that. Oh! Somebody filled a special on the K13 research lab. They did it on the research lab. That means we... Oh, good. They did something else there. Yay! Yeah, so back in the day, Ver, who was the fleet admiral before I even joined the fleet, had this whole thing about how to schedule projects in the fleet. Look here, look there, do this, do that, and never ever schedule anything that was strictly dilithium unless you were going to personally fill it up, because it's just mean.
Yep.
Yeah, the only thing that this needs at the moment is dilithium. Let's see. Sure. Mr. Dave, you want a fleet invite or do you want a team invite? I presume you just want a team invite? Oh, you logged off. Fine. Well, yes, we are KDF at the moment. Well, let me know when you're KDF and I'll invite you.
I filled up some of the normal STO dilithiums.
Oh, you're so nice. So we're discussing this. When you're filling out a holding, if it's a new fleet or relatively known fleet, some people argue get colony world first because there's so many good things out of the colony. Other people say go for the starbase first. Do you have a preference in that?
Personal opinion,
Yeah.
you should go dilithium because you get dilithium discounts on all the projects then in the others.
That was Lexer's belief too.
Am I wrong on that?
No, I don't disagree. I just, everybody's got a different opinion.
I didn't know if you, were trying to say,
No,
well,
no, I genuinely like to hear what people think.
Okay.
I
was like, the way it's the way you said that was so-and-so's thought,
Yeah,
Like,
I just find it
okay.
interesting because, I first was told do Colony World because there's so many good things to get from the Colony World stores that people want to hit that
Hmm.
first. So get that one built up first.
And that's
I was,
not necessarily incorrect. There is a lot of good stuff there.
yeah,
Don't
I mean,
absolute.
almost every place has got some good stuff. Some of it's
Hmm.
kind of dated these days. Like the Spire doesn't have as cool of stuff, though it still has a few good things. But you get cooler things from other places.
Some good stuff in the Spire. Basically, what I really like from the Spire is your vulnerability.
Yes, the locators.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
I have a good story about that. But it has just redeemed a mom hydration thing. So hang on a sec. I have to go get some more water. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, I'm getting water, silly thing. Okay, I am now beginning to drink a LaCroix mango naturally essenced water.
Ooh la la.
Freshly opened. It says get yourself some of that good stuff. I have this is mango. I have peach pear in the car because at 40 degrees I might as well leave it in the car. There's no reason to waste the electricity.
Right.
Ah. Okay, Zorgon, you have been invited. Crastix, you've been invited.
That's me.
Yes, I know that's you.
Just making sure.
Hey, um, um, um. Uh, you've been to the convention once or twice, right?
Once,
Okay.
yes.
So there's a group there, run by some people I know well, the Gays in Space, with all the
Okay.
A's in their name. Anyway, they are hosting a convention coming up in May in Philadelphia. It's like a 3-day diversity and inclusivity event, but with a lot of Star Trek people there.
Mm-hmm.
And DT and I are thinking about going and doing a table, waiting
Oh,
to get
that's
some more
cool.
details. Yeah, so if you and your other person, I don't want to drop names here, we're thinking about maybe taking a day trip out to the East Coast. We could hang out. I don't know
I'd
how.
be okay with that.
Cool. I'll send you all the information.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be more intimate than some of the big conventions and a lot of decent folks there. And
Okay.
they did. You can come up here. The last convention, they had a penthouse suite that they basically did a private intimate party for 200 people for a couple of nights. That was an absolute blast.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm hoping this is as much fun. So I will get you the info and we can chat about it.
Sounds good.
Cool. That'd be awesome. It says his favorite LaCroix is the Pamplemousse. It is very good indeed. All right,
Hmm.
so if we're going to do some patrols, how about...
Hold on. Sorry, I've been trying to be productive.
No, not that. Never
Uh,
that.
I'm having to go through, and because I switched ships, I've not put anything on this ship yet.
Oh, well.
Like, as far as my abilities and
Go put
stuff.
some stuff on your ship. You don't have to get fancy with it. Um, Amazingly, Mr. Dave, not particularly. Really good music. They had Voltaire there, who was one of my favorite performers. Um, bunch of people just standing around. Nobody was particularly drunk. Nobody was doing anything other than talking loudly. Um, that was about it. Could you take a child there? No, just because it was loud. That's the only reason I wouldn't have taken a child into that. There's absolutely nothing going on. At least anywhere I was seeing. The music was amazing. I love Voltaire, as I said. The people were excellent, so it was really fun. But there were John Billingsley was there. Can't remember if Robert Picardo was there at the party. He may have been. A lot of the people, from the show stopped in.
That's cool.
So that part was fun, but it was just more fun. Mr. Zay said, bah, not really interested then. And admittedly, in Vegas, having a non-erotic party is atypical. But it was fun. Hopefully they'll do something similar at this one. Who knows? So is the pamplemousse like a variant of an elk? Is it a variant of chocolate? Oh, speaking of, I've already got 6 recipes for the cookbook. And I'm in the process of trying the various recipes to make sure they actually work. Yes, I know it's grapefruit Osiris. I just think the way it's spelled, it should be like an exotic animal. The pamplemousse. And amazingly, the first recipe for the cookbook is hot chocolate. Which doesn't sound like a Star Trek cookbook, but I've got the backstory about why this recipe was switched out in the replicators for the old one. It's basically because it's so much more rich and luxurious and decadent, it really is, that the officers will no longer carry it down to their workstations and therefore less chance of spilling it on the captain.
Makes sense.
Yes. It's also killer hot chocolate. It really is. The dog's looking at me like, oh, can we have some? There's equal portions of sugar, cocoa powder, and then double portion of finely chopped real chocolate.
Nice.
Yeah. With a little bit of cornstarch to give it some body.
There's that.
All right, is everybody... You don't have to go super elaborate on this.
No, literally, I had to, put people in my stations and, do abilities, and, I have to lay out my,
Because it's what you have to do?
Well, I don't have any abilities on my, tray at all.
Okay. So here's the thing with doing power leveling like we're doing. You don't have to. You're going to go in, you're going to go pew-pew, and then you can kind of sit back and let everybody else shoot.
Okay, I'm ready now.
Okay. So we are going to do Trouble Over Tur first, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 one on the all patrols. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's right after the 9th rule on the all patrols list. And we're going to do it at Elite.
Okay. Do we all have to be on Elite?
No, because I'm in charge. All we have to do is for me to be on Elite. I'm just letting you get a heads up.
And we just need to hit launch when
You just need to hit
ready?
launch, and we will wait till everybody's in before we get going.
Okay.
Let's see. It says, sounds like the pound cake of warm beverages. It is indeed the pound cake of warm beverages.
Have you entered it already?
Yeah, we launched. We're just going to wait for you.
I didn't hear a countdown.
Oh, I don't count down. Just launch. Hey, go. Okay, now we can go shoot things. This is the next ship I'm going to upgrade. It's my oldest Lobie ship, and I love her, but she's due for an upgrade. It's all plasma because, Romulan. But it gets to be a bit of a glass cannon sometimes. So the last time I started a new tune, which was Zahn, Ed and I decided to level her up on a double XP weekend. And I dumped every XP boost I had, so we took her from out of the academy to 65 in 97 minutes. And leveled 7 ships in the process.
Wow.
So next time we do that, our decision was we'll see if we can go faster than that, but that means getting all the ships ready to go first.
This has been a
Because I think we spent more of that 97 minutes switching out ships than anything else.
Watch out! The Lodge are coming out of the rift.
Ooh, Alachi. Oh no. Whatever shall we do?
Target those Lodge and fire.
This ship? This is not a Voth ship. This is a Vodwar ship. This is the Astika or the Astika, depending on who says how you pronounce it. Yes, exactly, Osiris. I love this ship. What are you flying, Crastix?
I am flying the Breen Plush Trawl Heavy Raid.
Okay. I know you'd said you did a Breen ship, and I wasn't recognizing the image.
The rift isn't closing.
It almost looks like the Gorn ship from Strange New Worlds,
They're coming from the rift.
in my opinion.
Mar Hawkman says, pushes vaporize Alachi button. Kinda, yeah. Well, I got it back in the day because it was Ed's recommendation for a good ship for kind of a beginner Lobby ship.
That was
And he was right. It just took me a while to figure. Oh, shoot. Oh.
you and me both.
No. Suppose I ought to fix that before we go any further. I was doing this with somebody the other day and my ship wasn't surviving well. And that's when I remembered I'd taken off the shields and the deflectors. Well, I wanted to take some hull damage for hull healing and oops, I forgot to put it back on.
Shields usually help.
Yeah. But that particular ship was such a tank that I actually didn't need the shields that much, but you still kind of need them.
They're usually advised.
Definitely advisable. It is advisable to be two people.
We'll do some cookies here and wipe some of these guys out.
Well, at least what's his name hasn't started complaining that he's taking too much damage. The Alachi.
Oh,
Tarsiv, that's his name. Because the Alachi go off to the edges here and they kind of leave him alone. So you didn't go alone here. Nobody's taking care of me. We do have a lot of whiny characters in this series.
Reading more Ilachi ships on approach. Get ready to
yeah.
fight.
Gosh, I watched Fright Night from the 80s the other day,
Hostile Ilachi
Yeah.
beyond sensors.
and
Here they
oh my
come.
gosh, Evil Ed in that, his laugh, I seriously almost turned it off just because of his laugh.
Really?
It was so annoying!
Oh. Okay, so I was unintentionally watching TV the other night and Velma, the new Scooby-Doo series, came out.
Uh-huh.
It was
hearing
awful.
mixed things.
I did not like it at all. It was just, how unlikable of characters can we have?
I heard it's rather crass and
Yeah. It was, which I can live with, but I didn't like the characters. Ooh, somebody's rating us. Who is rating us over there? Ooh, it's the Great Cornholio! Hello, I am the Great Cornholio. Welcome to our evening of talking about Velma and Lima beans.
This is Tarsem, the
Or
liberator.
Lima bean, or
Yeah, I consider Venor Beach Salt to be the Lima bean of TFOs. I mean, somebody out there likes it.
This is Tarsem,
But-
the liberator is taking enemy
But I
fire.
figured we need to do it, because just like everything else, you do what your mom tells you to, and then you can go out and have fun. Except we're having our fun first. We are eating our ice cream first.
The liberator is taking enemy
I
fire.
wanted to do.
We'll do that then. The reason I like to do trouble over turf or leveling up ships is it's a long fight, which means you should take enough to be able to level your ship in one go, or be close to it. Mar Hawkman's comment is, yeah, heard it was functionally OCs using the name of characters people used to like, yeah. Okay, so I occasionally have been known to write fanfic. Haven't done it for a while, but the thing I used to hate in fanfic is people who would write stories and then they would just stick whoever they liked name on it without understanding the character or the relationships. And that's not fanfic, that's you not being able to come up with a new character name. The characters have personalities and attributes and traits, and I got killed again.
Me too.
Would you like some help?
Oh, sure. Love to have some. Kind of hard in the middle of this, but love to have you here.
No, I mean when you have the.
Sure. That would be awesome. We're goofing around. How are you doing tonight, Frost? How's your headache? Is it better?
This is the liberator.
My head is a little better, but I mean, things have gotten
Some would like to
complicated
investigate
the last
They must be dealt
little
with.
bit. So. God, I forget.
Don't
what
make
life
me
is.
worry about you.
No, it's not. It's not about me. It's about people that are close to me. And I'm kind of like me of all people are being considered responsible, and that's not who I am.
Yeah, we've had this discussion about you and responsibility and you not wanting to do it, and then in the end you deciding you're going to take the responsibility and be in charge because, you know, it's you.
Well, this isn't one of those things I can just try to take over and fix. It's just complicated for reasons that
Yeah.
I don't really want to go into it.
Okay. No worries. You don't have to. We're not going to make you do anything
Or are we?
yet.
It's possible.
So we were talking about the upcoming Not a Star Trek convention in May, which kind of goes with the Not a Star Trek convention in August.
As long as people are getting together and having fun, it's all right.
Yep. So we may do the May one as an event and go there, but I think if we do that, we won't play the game as much as we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Since it seems like it's going to be a much more intimate event. So I need to make this ship a happier ship at some point. So we'll have a Pimp My Starship night for my ship. My beautiful oldest can make her even prettier than she is now. Oh, I did not mean to hit that.
I can't zoom out from this one thing I'm fighting, so it's hard to see it.
On a ship?
Yeah, I'm doing the board thing and
Which ship?
couldn't zoom out. Oh, just one of the board cubes.
I have one ship that won't let me zoom out, and it gets really annoying to have it as big in the image as it is.
What ship is that?
That's the problem. I can't remember.
Hmm.
It's one of the event ships. Okay.
Ah.
I'll have to go and look. It's the Jirok Alliance. Or the Jirok Alliance. Did I give away all that stuff yet? No, I didn't. We'll take some new car then.
Attacks like these are going to continue.
Okay. It says the series premiere of the new Night Court is on tomorrow, and the 11th episode of the new Quantum Leap is on tonight with guest star from Star Trek. Oh. Mr. Dave, I really wish that FedEx would give a better heads up when a delivery is coming. I missed a package I was expecting this morning because they came early. I am hoping they will come back tonight as they say they will. The wait is agonizing. Yes, yes.
I hate FedEx.
Yeah.
They're horrible. You're an
Yep. Yes, they are.
There's no way that's true.
No.
That's impossible.
No, they're fine.
That's highly improbable. Sorry.
Yeah, no, FedEx is... Yeah, I had to ship something to Barnes from Chicago, and UPS was quoting a crazy amount of money. The mail couldn't do it overnight, or wouldn't do it overnight. They said 2 days, and FedEx was giving me 2 days and a crazy amount of money. So it's just like, that's fine. I don't need to do it that badly, no matter what. Hi there. Yes. How are you? So the Hellspawn is looking at me.
Hellspawn. You have a Hellspawn?
Yes, the Hellspawn is over there. It's Loki Dog, affectionately known as the Hellspawn. Hey, Mr. Dave, you didn't tell us how you did with your ship. How did the leveling go?
Is that Zorgon?
Mm-hmm.
He said he went AFK.
I know, but he said he'd be listening.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing this off my phone. Celtic Tiger Gaming. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Eltic. Thank you. Hey, I'm doing this off the phone, so the font is like a size 2. It is tiny font.
Tiny font.
Micro font? So I can read it kinda sorta. Oh, is the Hearts and Mind thing all done?
That's terrible.
I did it on all of my tunes. I mean, all of my tunes. So I can continue to strive for my all Cybok crew. That's my goal. I want a crew that's entirely made of Cyboks.
Well, there you go.
Well, let's
That's
see.
cool.
There's Friday the 13th every year. And then there's at least, usually, what, 4 Friday... sorry, there's Halloween and there's usually 4 Friday the 13th in a year. 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So that means I should be able to get roughly 4 per year. And so they only have to keep the game running for 25 years. So, I mean, the pressure's on them, not on me, to keep the game going so I can have my crew of entirely made-up clones. I think it's reasonable to expect that.
Okay. I mean, that's entirely within your your wheelhouse. I mean, you're an ambitious enough person. I can imagine that happening.
Yes, absolutely. All right, now I've got someone back. Yay! All right, how did you do with your leveling on that one?
I got basically 2 mastery points.
That's it?
Yep.
That's weird.
Well, if you
Probably
need
'cause
me
it's
to
not
help
next week.
you, I'm more than happy.
Yes, absolutely, please. Hang on, let me see if I have any XPs that I can send you to give you a pool of them. Let's see what is up in the mom stash. Let's see, do I have anything that's probably bound to count? It is Research XP, Commendation, Research XP, Fleet Bonus. That doesn't help you. What's that one? Everything I've got is R&D. That bites. The only XP I've got is one that's bound to account, which must have been from... I should use that for a different tune. That probably was the anniversary event. So that would be coming up again.
I almost got a third.
Okay.
So here's one of the secrets
Yes.
on leveling those ships. When you're doing elites and you're only running with one person, you're not going to get as much as you would with two people. However, if you run with 5 and you run elite, you basically get the same as if you just run it basically.
Right.
So the safest bet overall, as far as difficulty, as far as all that, is really just advanced. You may have to run one twice, but you still get to level 5 really quick. And it's not so hard, and it's not so harrowing, and you don't have to worry about all the different things that are involved.
Well, that sounds like a
Because
good
you
idea then.
get the same reward, you get the same out of it. Maybe a little bit less if you have the right outfit and the right people, but it's just better overall for everybody involved. At least that's been my experience, and I've leveled conservatively 150 ships, and most of them I've done on my own.
Let's do search and rescue next.
Absolutely. Let me add Frost to this. We are in KDF Frost.
Oh, okay. Let me hop over to my KDF then. I will hop on my Intel character. So, I have been toying with an idea
Yes.
over the last few months. And I've had a lot of things get in the way, and a lot of things just didn't work out. I'm on as War 2, by the way.
Okay.
And I finally got over one of those hurdles. And so now I'm at a point where I'm feeling pretty good about what I'm doing and how I'm doing and whatever. I took my normal story that's between 6 to 10 pages. And currently the quality of my work is significantly higher than it had been before, and I'm very happy with it so far. There's only one problem.
Yeah.
This one story is now 22 pages and it's still not finished.
That's
I have
because
so much more that I need to say.
that's it. You have that much more to say. It's going to be a longer story. Because you have
And
that
it's
much
not
more to
even
say.
like an ending. There's at least 2 more stories after it.
Yeah. That's because there's more to say. That's part of writing, is sometimes there's all that in your brain that needs to come out, and after you get it all out, you can go back and edit it to make sure it's what you want to say. But a lot of times, you think a story's going to be a couple of pages, and next thing you know, it's 50 pages long, because that's what it is.
It seems like it would be a chore to ask anybody to read that much.
War and Peace. Ever heard of that? People
War
read
and Peace
it.
sucks. I don't know why anybody would want to read that. It's a terrible book.
It's actually not a terrible book.
I've read it like 4 times.
I have
It's a
too.
terrible book.
Okay. Well, see, then we get down to personal preferences. It's not one that. Okay, Hawaii, big book.
I mean, anything that really tries to glorify the Great Depression is probably not going to give people a lot of hope for the future.
This is true.
And that's the first nail in the coffin for War and Peace. And then you talk about these guys that really are just living their life, and this is just my argument here, living their life, doing their thing, and thinking it encompasses everybody. So they have these delusions of grandeur that they understand what everybody's going through. And in reality, they don't understand anything at all, and they get to the end of the book, and they've accomplished absolutely nothing. So, I mean, for anybody that's read it, I mean, that's it. But
before we go any further, let's launch for which one did you want to do?
Search and rescue.
Search and rescue. Okay, how about rescue and search?
So, I mean, as far as a classic is concerned, sure, there's value to it. But when your character is trying to, I'm sorry, when the reader is trying to find some reason to read it, it's so lacking in my opinion.
Mark Hockman says it's a simple thing. You can spend 2,000 pages describing in excruciating detail a living room. This is true.
And Robert Jordan comes damn close.
Okay, so I read Hawaii, which is Michener, however you want to say that. Like 1,500 pages. Wonderfully written, and the stories tie together to the extent that it's probably been 45 years since I read it the first time, maybe 50 years. And I can remember parts of it in detail to this day. Is it historically accurate? No. Was it well written? Yes.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out, like, I read Thus Spake Zarathustra because I thought it would be like a really important book to read. And I got through it, it's like, why did I read this? I learned absolutely nothing. Except for that, you know, Nietzsche is extremely overrated as a philosopher.
Well,
He's just angry at everybody.
Drunken Heretic comes back with Parting the Silk, Dancing Heron, and Mad Pussy Willow. Okay. Or excuse me, I should say Mad Pussy Willow.
But then
That's
I
a
read,
horrible word.
then I
Pussy.
read Dostoevsky, and I realized, I mean, everybody told me, it's like, this is such a great book, it teaches you so much about the human condition. It's about a con man that sucks at it.
Well, that
Why would
teaches
I
you a
wanna
little
read
bit about the human condition, doesn't it?
But I mean, not everybody's a con man.
This is true.
I mean, people are more than welcome to enjoy what they want. It's just when you actually read the book and try to see it from an analytical point of view, it falls flat in my opinion.
Drunken Heretic says, that's what it's like to read Robert Jordan. Okay, yeah, I can see that then.
Truly the
Comparing the Vite
ruined
and the...
movies.
Did somebody fix the tra-la-la? Yes, somebody fixed the
That's
tra-la-la.
one less rip to worry about. Let's regroup with Kumar.
Books ruin movies.
Books ruin
Thank you,
movies.
And I realized that there are some great adaptations of books to movies. Like, I heard that a very close movie to book transition is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy with Martin Freeman.
It's an interesting take on it.
I've never seen it.
Oh,
So I mean,
okay.
I've read the book probably like 20 times.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm an incredibly avid reader. I don't know if I'm meant to understand it in a movie form,
I think
but there are plenty of movies out there that are fantastically better than the books, but they both suck. I don't know why people put so much effort into them.
okay, that's maybe that's why so many movies and TV shows are just remakes of old ones. And speaking of which, yes, I was reading about Night Court being redone. Just heard about it today for the first time, but I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Okay, I'm doing 110,000 damage in a shot, and it's still not shutting down their shields?
There's special
hell?
shields. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. I did set it down to advanced, but it's showing here that it's still in elite.
I think it's because I was in here before you did that.
Yeah, but it should go by mine because I'm the mom. It should listen to me.
I know, but I was already on the map with it triggered before you reduced the difficulty.
Ah.
We're doing fine. We're doing fine.
It's just taking a little bit longer. It asks, any word on how the Union Dues book went over with the others? You know, that's a really interesting thing. I have not heard from anyone I sent it to yet. To the extent I'm not even sure they got them. I haven't thought to follow up and ask if they got their presents or not. But I have more people to send it to, so no worries.
I apologize if I said something that made a person think that I don't appreciate the classics. I do appreciate the classics. It's just I want good stuff, not just because it's a classic you should read it. Like 1984 was a massive disappointment.
Great Gatsby was horrible. I hate that
Really?
It's just, there's so much weight behind. You should like this book because it's a classic, and then you actually read it, and you're not controlled by the hype. And it's like, why does anybody like this book? I mean, 1984. 1984. The best way that I can think to explain it is the guy breaks the law, gets punished, learns absolutely nothing. The exact same thing can happen tomorrow, and have absolutely nothing get better. How is that a book about anything other than this sucks?
Yeah.
Well, I will say that I did like The Great Gatsby. I did not read it in high school. I read it as an adult, and I enjoyed it. I was kind of surprised. I figured it was going to be sucky, but I did enjoy it.
My wife gets mad at me when I don't appreciate what she calls good literature. And I keep on telling her, like, I don't have a problem with good literature. It's just I haven't read very much of it.
Well, that's where we get
That's-
into the opinion part of everything.
I think that was the last of them. It appears
Let's see. It says,
in the
I just did a
meantime, we'll
reread
remain
of
here
Brave
to
New
complete
World.
our
Let's see if I can wait another 25 years before I read it again.
Howdy, howdy. How's
Hey,
everyone
hey.
doing?
We're doing good. We are discussing fine literature.
Fine literature. What literature are we speaking of? I heard something about Brave New World.
Great Gatsby, War and Peace. Somebody threw in Robert Jordan, which doesn't count as fine literature, but
Hey, I think it's fine.
If people think George R.R. Martin is fine literature, then Robert Jordan definitely fits.
okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Mar Hockman, my good literature had the quotation marks around it. You just can't see it because I'm not using the camera today. Yeah. How about things that are defined by others as being good literature? How did that do on leveling your ship, by the way?
I'm up to 5 now.
It
Awesome.
says Stranger in a Strange Land. I love Stranger in a Strange Land. I know, going back and looking at it now, it's pretentious, but I was 8 years old when I read that.
Really?
It's a good book.
It's a
but
good
Never read it.
it would be so much better as like a fantasy novel.
Read
If
it
you
as
just
an
put like magic and a few other things in there, it'd be so much better than it is.
Go back and think of yourself reading it like me. I was in 3rd grade, and I got that. Somebody suggested reading Heinlein, so I started, and that was the first one I picked up. And it took me the better part of the summer to read it. And it actually has been a formative thing in my life. And it's not why I live in Indiana, but I really enjoyed it. And like I said, I go back now and you realize he was a jerk. And it's pretentious. And it's a lot of ego, especially when you go into the various books after that one. But I liked that, and I liked Glory Road, and I liked... I did not like Starship Troopers as much.
I found
else
it
did he-
really confusing. Like every time I tried to get through it, I've tried to read it like 6 times.
What, Starship
Never
Troopers?
gotten all the way through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's one of those things where like it breaks up too much. There's too much of an immersion break that's hard to get back into it.
He wrote Moon is a Harsh Mistress.
I
Excellent
don't know
book.
who wrote that.
Pardon?
I don't know who wrote that.
That's Heinlein. It's another
Oh,
Heinlein.
okay.
But
You know,
really
there was a
good
book
book.
I read that I was remarkably surprised by the quality of the book.
Which
I
was?
didn't think it would be good. I saw this series, and I didn't know what it was about or anything like that. It was Anne of Green Gables.
I have never read that.
I was so surprised by the remarkable difference between the movie and the books that it made me a fan of the entire series.
Really?
And I'm not the kind of person that actually reads those kind of books.
I was gonna say it doesn't strike me as a you book.
It's not about female power. It's about really growing up in a situation that nobody thinks you're going to succeed.
Yeah.
And then when you get there, you finally get what you've been working so hard for. And you get to the end, and she's actually learned something. She's progressed. She's a better person. And that's the point of these books. But so many of them are same crap, different day, and you're supposed to like it. I don't understand. I guess my palate has refined over the years.
Of course it has. Well, it's changed for sure. Drunken Heretic says, I have read Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, yes, which is good. It's not as good as Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
I've seen the movie. Does that count?
Yes, it does. And I love the fact that they bothered in Star Trek Online to take the moves that he used for whirling that axe around,
Mm-hmm.
and they've incorporated it in the game. I'm like, yes! I paid enough attention to catch that. That is a fine movie.
Yeah, when I saw it there, I thought it was like a spoof of some sort, but...
It is. It is,
Yeah,
but...
well, I mean, it is, but I mean, it's not like a comedy-type spoof.
No, what the guy who wrote the book did was to take Abraham Lincoln's diary and made it insinuate that his efforts to fight slavery were actually his efforts to fight vampires.
Hmm.
And he did such a nice job. If you go back and you read the book versus watching the movie, he's pulling from the original diaries, and you could see how a lot of times he doesn't make the reference to whether it's vampires or it's slavery. And really nicely done.
So I've actually read a lot about this when I was originally interested in being a history major in college because big surprise, right? And I ended up
Hold on one second.
Crastix,
Crastix, if you've got that ship leveled and you want to level another one, grab it, and we'll go out and do that one.
I don't have another one I
okay.
want to level right now,
Cool,
but
no
I'll
problem.
go do whatever with my EX4.
Sure. Yeah. Heck yeah. We can go have some fun with that one.
Just let me know what you want to do.
Well, go grab your ship and let us know when you're ready, and we'll go do
I'm
something.
ready.
Oh, okay. It says, can we get to kill or be killed a mockingbird? Yeah.
I've never read that.
I don't
I
know that
actually
one
did
either.
like that book.
I haven't read that, but I hated To Kill a Mockingbird. Hated it.
Really?
Yes, because Mr. Richard Kalish was my English teacher in my senior year, and he insisted that we study that book to understand the symbolism. And at one point he goes, and here, the gun is a symbol for a gun. I'm like, but it's not a symbol. Then I realized he was just being pretentious and obnoxious and ruined the book for me. Then again,
okay.
that's a movie I did like.
They didn't do anything with symbolism. The big one that I had with symbolism was Old Man in the Sea.
Oh,
With all the imagery.
Oh my
gosh.
So much to
Christ
work with it.
imagery. This and that.
yeah.
I can't even remember the other two types of symbolism they were trying to shove down our throats.
Yeah, Mark Hockman says a lot of books are very pretentious. Some are, and some just have pretentious English teachers.
Well, I'll be honest, that wasn't a pretentious English teacher I had on Old Man in the Sea. Old Man in the Sea is just freaking pretentious.
It's dense, but it's dense in the worst ways.
Yeah.
It doesn't teach you anything.
I hate fishing anyways, so if you could talk about anything more boring, the only thing I could think of was maybe tennis and golf.
Oh, God.
They may as well have been golfing.
Ugh. Well,
So
that's
what
interesting.
do we want to do?
Whatever you wanna do.
I do not have a preference.
Do we want to do TFO? Do we want to do a wanted?
Well, I have got... Well, I'm about to head to the Voth Battleground because I have to do Voth Ground,
Okay.
and I have to destroy Borg ships.
Let's go do...
And I haven't done my radar. I haven't done my red alert
Why
yet.
don't we all go and do some red alert for you?
Okay.
So
The only-
I have to say to Id's comment there,
Mhm.
C.S. Lewis is a very interesting writer.
Mm-hmm.
I think his biggest problem is that he assumes that everybody reading the book is just as educated as he is. He doesn't dumb anything down. He doesn't explain what the hell he's talking about. And so when I was younger and didn't have the vocabulary I have now, I missed like 80% of what he was talking about when I read Chronicles of Narnia the first time. Got through all 7 books, thought I understood it, and then I read it again. It's like, I don't remember any of this.
Yeah. I totally get that. I have read only one and never cared for it. Then again, I didn't like The Hobbit, and I didn't like Lord of the Rings.
Really?
I know. Heresy, right? By the way,
Yes,
we're on
yes.
we're on KDF. By the way,
Oh, are we on KDF?
we are on KDF.
Okay.
So
But I think the people that did it the best justice, in my opinion, even though they only got through 3 of them, was PBS. They did a fantastic job of representing it in the way that I imagined.
Sononia?
yeah.
PBS and BBC. Oh my gosh, dude, it was very well done. I mean, there's no way that Netflix is going to do it right. They don't have a good track record of actually taking like books and doing them justice. So I don't think they're going to do it this time.
Well, I wouldn't know. I haven't watched anything that Netflix has made, so.
That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
If you watch those things just because they're, just because it's a movie or whatever, like my favorite action star period is somebody that very few people actually know of. So Scott Adkins is my favorite action
You've
hero.
mentioned him, but I don't know him.
He's been in probably a good 35 to 40 movies. And I guarantee you know who he is. You've seen him in a lot of different things. You'd have to like see his face and his name in order to know who he is. But he absorbs it so well. And like Michael J. White is another one of my favorite fighters.
Yeah.
But they always put him in like black person roles. And I mean, the guy has so much more range than that. No. I would consider like high B, low A, I think. But there was a movie just came out. I can't remember the name of it, and I'm kicking myself for it. But it had Michael J. White, had Scott Adkins, it had the guy that was in Bond, the Thai kickboxer. It had one of the up and comers in Chinese movie industry. It had Donnie Yen in it. It was like everybody that you want to see in a fighting movie, in a single fighting movie.
Okay. Well,
It was amazing, but if you look for a plot, it was pointless.
Well, he was in 4 Van Damme movies. He was in Expendables 2, Ip Man 4, Bourne Ultimatum, Zero Dark 30, Mutant X, X-Men Origins, and Doctor Strange, and he will be in the Chapter 4 of John Wick.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
A good Netflix
John Wick is
movie,
the one I want to see. I've never seen that
Netflix
one.
original, The Atom Project.
The Atom Project. I don't know that one.
Yeah, that was a Ryan Reynolds movie.
Yes,
Really?
it was really good.
I was really impressed with it. It had Mark Ruffalo, Ryan Reynolds, and can't think of anybody else really famous that was in it. I think that
I think
the
it was
woman
Zoe. What's her name that played Uhura?
Saldana. Yeah.
Saldana. Yeah. So, it might have been her, but anyway, Mark Ruffalo really was the best actor by far in that movie. But it wasn't unentertaining to watch.
I really enjoyed.
It's just you have to see it as a movie. You don't see it as like this is art. It's just a movie.
Zoe Saldana was in it, and so was what's her name?
Okay. Well, I'm set here.
Garner.
Jennifer Garner. There we go.
So, you said you need to do a red alert, right?
Yes.
Feel free to invite if you want help.
We're all here.
Okay.
No, we're not.
We just need what's his
Jason.
name to put up
What's
a
his name?
text to.
Yep.
There we go.
Speaking of Zoe. All right. So just a Borg red alert work for everybody? Since you
fine.
need
For
to
me.
do that. Okay. Well, that's interesting.
This will be short and sweet.
Let's make sure. Yeah, well, hold on a second. We've still got that there. Mr. Dave was still in the team, that's why it wasn't launching. Weeboo?
Wee woo.
Yep.
Do you need to kill Borg ships?
Mm-hmm.
How many?
10, so not too many.
Okay, well, hey, we can always do this more than once.
And we also have We also have the not the Zenkathi, the Tholian. They have Borg ships in that one too.
They do, yeah. Of course, this has no cooldowns, which makes it really fun. I was doing this repeatedly with a new tune to give her enough XP to go ahead and do her daily reputation. And then I realized I could do episodes too, because she hasn't done any episodes. Oh. And you get a lot more expertise.
Yeah. First time you do an episode, yeah, you get a lot of expertise.
Yeah. And they're relatively short. Well, how did you do so far?
So far I've got 4.
I got 1 Omega mark out of that one. Ooh.
Ooh.
1 Omega mark.
I'm
Means
all
you killed
sorts of
one
like
ship.
special.
Let's see. We'll go for competitives on that one today. Yes. There we go.
See, what do I need on this one? Think I
So I'm
need
presuming
any.
you didn't get your 10 out of that?
No, I only got 6.
Oh, that's something. You want to do that one again? I will reteam us, or would you like to do Tholian?
Let's do Tholian. I just like Tholian better.
That's weird. Okay. Everybody's been re-invited. If anybody would like to join us on the KDF side, we got room for one more.
I'm standing in the blood wine. It's all gonna be thrown out now.
Drink it all before they throw it away.
Yeah, really.
Some
But I
people
s-
pay a lot of money for this.
That can be said of many things. We
I
will.
guess so.
No, it's a very robust blood wine.
Oh, yes.
I'll
Consider
take
the
it.
sheer amount of alcohol that's in it, I don't think sanitation is going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Germs run in fear from it.
We have
Exactly.
to think of our beverages for our cookbook.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've got Klingons, we got Andorians. We can have some fun. But we did start out with the hot chocolate. It's writing the backstory of why these recipes are the way they are, which has been fun because you have to do some research. You know, why is Deca tea loaf in there, and you know what they used on Bajor and why it's fallen out of favor. And you get to make up your own stories for all this stuff. It's so much fun. So if there's a recipe you want made from Star Trek or Star Trek Online, let me know, and we'll see if we can add it.
Ooh.
This is kind of sad.
What?
Because I killed a whole bunch of Tholians, but only 1 Borg.
Well,
How about the purple people dropper?
Mark Hockman
Purple
says, don't be
people?
silly. Klingons don't have a concept of spoiled food. Oh, that is so not true, Mark Hockman. I have been reading
Okay,
through...
they eat live worms, so maybe
Yes.
she's right.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you serve dead worms, it's... Ugh. Dead worms.
Yeah, cold gok isn't something they will ever eat.
Yeah.
Mm.
If it's alive, it's probably fine, but once it's dead, And one of the gah recipes that we're trying to put together, obviously won't be live worms, but apparently they have to be
Really?
extreme. One of the
You can get
dishes needs to be
everywhere.
very, very spicy when you're doing the gah, because it's infected with a parasite, and if it's not spicy enough, it can kill you.
Oh.
Wow.
The things you learn when you're going to read up on stories, it's always fun.
We're going to put a little Carolina Reaper in there. Is that it?
Well, if I have to be the person who's going to test it out, no. I like me.
Oh, there's a new hottest pepper out there
Which is?
called the Golden Scorpion.
Oof. Hey, Crastix, do you like spicy?
I would try it.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll work on this recipe and have you be my guinea pig for it.
But yeah, supposedly this pepper is 6 million Scoville units. Why something needs to be that hot, I don't know.
No, it doesn't need to be that hot.
Bragging rights?
Oh, and there is that.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. I mean, when you get to
Just-
that hot, flavor's not a big deal anymore.
Just make
It's
sure
pretty
you
much
have
just-
real milk there.
Yeah. How about
That's
real
raw
ice
milk.
cream?
That's the stuff you need.
Do you want to try Borg again or Tholian again?
Let's do Borg.
Okay.
Oh, how about the purple people
Wee
dropper?
Wee-woo.
What's the
I
purple
don't know
people
that
dropper?
one.
It is a combination of Romulan ale and Klingon blood wine.
Oh,
Oh.
excellent.
That sounds terrible.
So I have been going through my recipes and trying to see if any of them can be. Well, I guess I don't need to go there since everybody's shooting everything and it's all disappearing.
Okay, these guys are dying too fast.
Well, go shoot something else.
I
Here, let's go
did.
get the tactical cube. We can all go gang up on the tactical cube and leave everything
Where?
else back here for this one.
I'm not seeing the.
6 o'clock. 5:30 on the clock.
There it is. I got it. I see it.
It can be found in talked about in Kiddemer Discord.
That's right.
The,
So I
Romulan-
suppose Kool-Aid and vodka isn't going to cut it.
No. Though Trek Spirits is putting out a Romulan ale.
Yeah, yeah. I remember they were talking about it when they put us right next to them again this year.
Tow Picard?
Yeah, it's a real place, you know.
I want to get all the bottles.
The bottles are gorgeous.
The bottles are gorgeous, but the problem is Chateau Picard does not ship to Texas.
Yep. Well,
Because Texas is a foreign country.
We sure are. Whole nother country.
Thought that was Kentucky.
Yeah, they only let like
I don't think Kentucky really exists.
they only
I serve
let
the
like
grand majority
40
of the
bottles
electric
per
world.
winery per
Oh.
year.
Hey,
well, hey, if they'll ship to Illinois, I can make a drive down there.
That's
to
a
get-
hell of a trip.
I can find an excuse. Come on. Okay, did you get them all now?
I got them all now.
Yeah. There we go.
Woohoo!
Woohoo. Woohoo is right. We should probably do Dranur Beach Assault, folks.
Yeah, I agree.
Do we want to
KDF or
do... That's up to you guys, because that'll go ground. Do you want to do KDF? Do you want to do Fed?
I can do it either way.
I'd rather do Katie.
Okay. Let me think who do I want to put on ground for KDF. Not this tune. Actually,
Yeah, I
maybe
think I
that
want to.
tune.
Yeah, this is exactly the right character for ground two. Does anybody else have the bottle of obelisk?
No, I do not.
It's so much better to have more than one person with it.
Bottle of obelisk?
Baul
obelisk.
obelisk.
Bottle obelisk.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got one on this character I'm coming up with.
Okay.
But you can have up to 3 of them active at a time, and it makes the damage so much higher. You can do 30,000 damage with
Mhm.
3 of them.
Nope, I just have crystal. I think I just have crystal prisms on this one.
Crystal prisms don't stack though.
No, they don't. I have bubble obelisks on one. Let me take a quick look. Might be on Kethla. I used to drop them down on Nukara. There's one spot where a lot of Tholians like to spawn. And I'll put the prisms there, and I'll go to the one next over and put the bubble obelisks on it. Let's see.
There I am. I'm in Flint Farforge.
Okay, it's not this tune. No, I'm gonna go back to the other one. Okay, give me 1 sec.
I will invite.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second.
We've got room for 2 more if anybody else wants
Well, that
to.
was interesting. Well, let me pick it up. Oh, well. Well, if it's important, they'll call me back.
Yep.
Say when you're ready.
Give me
And
1
I'm happy
sec.
for lunch.
2, 3, 4.
I guess Mom would have to like accept the invite first.
Yep, sorry. Was putting some toys on.
Mhm.
You want me to put toys on?
Okay.
Okay, I've got my toys now.
We've got 4. We've got room for 1 more. Anybody wants to do it?
Yeah, you got to do it, guys. This is you have to eat your lima beans before Mom will let you go out and play. Back in here.
You let us go out. And you went out.
Mara Hockman's going to join us.
Really? Excellent. Hey, sweet.
This is such a good looking ship. I love this ship.
What ship is that?
The Intel Warbird. Hold on a second,
The
let me get
Fate?
the actual information. the Fleet Kib Intel battlecruiser.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that does look good.
Yeah, I've got that one too.
Out of all the ships I own on this character, and there's a lot, this is my favorite ship.
Is this the Baul drone that you're talking about?
No, the obelisks.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
No, they want 11 million for that one. I'm not buying it for 11 million. Thank you very much.
We're going
That's a little pricey.
You need 11 million, I got it.
Well, I've got it too.
So what mission are we doing?
We're doing
Dranur Beach
Dragon-
Assault.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
the
no,
universe.
it'll be
Not
really
the
easy
Gauntlet,
with
the
your-
Beach Assault. Yeah. The one you have to do.
okay. Well, yeah. Here.
Bye bye now. Bye bye.
Oh, goody, we're doing it on Elite. That should give us
No,
lots
we
of,
probably don't want to do it on Elite.
What? Why not? I have honestly never tried that on Elite.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, but do you really want to?
Well, I mean, maybe.
Shriner Beast is.
Oh, we
Beast
we have 5, don't we?
Yeah.
Like,
Weeboo?
We will.
Rebo.
Me and the woo.
yep.
Someone from the other T is procrastinating on making that one click.
It's not me. I clicked. I pressed the clicky button.
I mean, I suspect that sometimes people queue, and then when it takes a while, they kind of just like forget what they were doing.
This shouldn't have taken anything because we've got 5 of us.
Well, not for us.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Oh yeah,
that's
for other
that
people,
was-
absolutely. I think with universals, it's a matter of. Yeah, we queued because we're all there, but at the same time, there's. Did that weeboo again?
Yep,
I did.
sure
Wow.
did.
That's what happens when it kicks someone out for inactivity.
Ah.
Yeah, see, it's just like looking in the system chat, it says task force operation has been canceled due to player declines. And then it, redid it.
Oh, that's right. There's 5 on the other side, aren't there?
Yeah.
Ah.
Buy another drink. Maybe it'll bring you good luck.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go. All together now. There we go.
Oh, right. If we had actually attempted to do this on Elite, we'd have to wait for someone to actually jump into the
Yeah,
queue on Elite.
because it won't do it from a random for elite.
So what are we doing here?
So
Shoot Kathy, shoot Mortz and Kathy.
Okay,
Oh,
get
and
transferred
stop
someplace
the
and then
Kathy
shoot
from
Mortz
blowing
and
stuff
Kathy.
up.
So there's people on the ground level, the middle level, and the top level.
Oh, I'm on the beta team.
Well, it's because we're the best team. B is for best. B is for beta. Yay. Doesn't mean that we're a bunch of betas. We're totally alphas, just on the beta team.
Yes, my favorite tribble in the game. Oh, well. I guess I'm the only one on our team that brought one.
Yeah, I brought my surfboard. I wasn't thinking about that one today. Oh, shoot. I didn't bring an excellent tribble with me. Run, my dear, run.
I think I'm in the wrong level.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Oh, that's even worse. There we go.
Am I on the wrong level? Yes, I am.
You can be on any level.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
I
all
found some
work.
Kathy to shoot to death, so this looks fine.
Gotta get a better weapon on this. What do we got there?
It's really hilarious when you run up to a Kathy and just jump around behind them and just kind of like shoot them in the back of the head execution style, and then
Like
they
that.
just like just stand there like they have no idea what's going on.
Get him, boy.
I found some on the second level.
Yeah, there's a lot on the second.
A lot of them on the ground level, too. Okay, that was really interesting. One of the Zinkethi fell off, went down to the ground level. And my body just kind of was kinked over sideways like I was watching it fall down. It was very interesting.
Yeah.
It'll give me a headache
That's
if I
a
keep
thing
doing
that
that in real
happens.
life. Get dead, stay dead. What am I protecting on this level? Anything?
I have no idea what I'm actually supposed to be up here protecting, but you know.
I was on the second level. There's like a console that you have to protect, but I don't remember what else there is you need to protect.
What is it on the first floor? I'm just kind of
Yeah, I'm running
laying
around.
stuff down.
There's a purple crystal in the middle of the hallway.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, yay. Vulcan spice tea. Hey, there's another recipe. Vulcan spice tea.
Ooh, yes.
I can put that into my Deca tea loaf recipe.
Oh,
Now
hey,
we have
look,
to
there's-
shoot things and protect things.
especially the Zinkethi ships.
Yeah, well, we'll get to the Zinkethi ships, but we don't have to do anything for the moment. I think we were playing this with Alpha last time it came out with, or it came around on the rotation, which was fun.
It's in Kathy's. Get mind drained.
Yeah, there's a lot of Zinkethi here.
And as old as the Davidian cane is, it's still ridiculously fun to use.
I haven't used that in a long time. Oops. Don't fall off. You're right, it is fun to shoot them in the back.
No honor in it though.
Well, see, they have this cone attack where they just like hold still facing a specific direction,
Mhm.
and they just like run around behind them and go blink. Oh boy. Then again, I'm an Orion. Well, are you really expecting me to be an honorable warrior?
No.
I expect you to take your shirt off and be sexy.
Where is that part, yeah?
I
Yeah, the
mean,
party
this doesn't seem like the right time for that, though.
It's a beach.
Yeah, why not?
Isn't
Yeah.
that good enough?
I mean, maybe after we finish shooting some Cathy's.
You should try seducing.
I've got that on my Orion.
Seduction?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actual
There it
ability.
is. It's
I
right
don't
here.
think male Orions can do that. At least not.
They do have
player.
something equivalent.
Yeah.
But yes, it's got a 2-minute cooldown, but I do have seduction. I just did it on one of the Zinkethi without too much effect. Fine, I will go that way.
Transport inhibitor 5 is online. One to go.
Just both stand there and just shoot things.
So we got we got all of ours. We just
Yeah.
waiting on them.
Mm-hmm.
I think we literally killed everything too. Hey,
Oh,
hey, can we go inside the greenhouse?
Well, I've never been in the
Whoa.
greenhouse. What's it like in there?
Green.
Greenhousey.
Ooh, this is nice.
Very high-tech sci-fi sort of greenhouse.
Well done.
Okay, well, I guess we had better protect our toys now.
Yeah, it's always kind of fun when you literally run out of things to kill. It's like, okay, time to stare at the map while we wait for the next mission objective.
Yeah.
I actually have managed to run to the opposite side in this.
Did you?
Hard.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that you have to run around the outside of that shield bubble and avoid hitting the part where it touches the teleport volume.
You can't use the surfboard?
No,
Ooh.
not on the combat version of this map.
Ooh, somebody blew that up.
Yup.
Well played.
Gotta say, Graviton Spike mixed with micro missiles is a hilariously easy combo. And actually
Sounds like a fun one too.
pretty nice damage, because like the whole point of the Graviton Spike is lump enemies together, then you just fire the missile into the center of the pile.
Heads up. An elite squad of Synthetic is beaming down.
Are they?
Elite, you say? They look dead.
It's worse than that, it's dead, Jim.
Dead Jim. Dead Jim. Worse than that, he's dead Jim. Jim dead.
You actually can shoot down the Synkethi ships.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Yep.
It's kind of the
That's
whole
what we're
point
doing.
of it.
Yeah, this is the shoot the Senkethy ships part.
Turrets.
Well, I mean,
Did a
like,
very good job of that.
like personally, shoot, target them and use kit modules and stuff on them.
Well, if they're in range, the kit module should work.
Well, no, it's like I just did that to the two that flew overhead here.
Their shields are bucking. They won't last much longer.
He's running off too. Jeez. Stop running around like idiots.
Well, now they're lying down like idiots.
No, they're not. They're doing laps in front of the greenhouse for reasons I don't understand. They're not even attacking me. They're just running like crazy.
Stop shooting that. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Oh, that worked nicely.
One of the inhibitors was destroyed.
Oh, this inhibitor is in bad shape.
It's got to
Yeah.
survive 38 seconds. And we still have a couple others. Yeah, mine. Oh,
Not
no, mine's
fully
still there.
dead yet. Oh, hello.
Now there mine goes. Nope, a little bit. Nope, stop shooting it. Okay, mine's
Yeah, mine's
dead.
getting pretty low too.
22 seconds. We only have to have 1 out of the 6 survive.
Shuttles took another inhibitor out.
That's mine.
Ooh, all 3 of ours are down.
Take down those shuttles.
Oh, trust me, I am working on the shuttles.
Thanks, Jordy. We didn't know that.
Okay, that was the big ship going
That's it.
kablooey.
They're not sending any more shuttles.
That was very nice. Yep, and there
Oh,
goes.
really? They're falling. They're
Swoosh.
blown apart, falling into the ocean.
Okay, next objective. Go salvage the remains of the Synkethi ship.
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome. That would be a great mission to do. Yay, we did that! It's done!
We did the thing.
Yay!
I mean, because that is totally the Orion pirate way of doing it. It's like, yep, okay, we disabled their ship, crippled it, and it's now laying in pieces on the bottom of the ocean.
It's ours now.
Yes.
Yep.
You make that sound like a bad thing. All right. Well, yay. There we go.
We survived.
Somewhat, yeah. Yay! Brock will be so happy. I think we're still working on Brock. Yay! Phew, another mission done. Done and dusted.
Done and done.
Well, I have the mental wherewithal for one more thing tonight, so what do you guys want to do?
All
Things
right.
and the stuff.
Shoot Voth on the ground.
Works for me. Federation or KDF?
Well, I'm on KDF right now. I'm just kind of trying to get this last endeavor done. I got to kill 60 Voth
It
on
of
the
course
ground.
occurs to me that there are no TFOs with Voth on ground.
There's no
so-
TFOs with Voth on the ground, yeah. And there's not a lot of missions with it. The only stuff is Dice and
Battleground.
Sphere.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
go to
listen
the
to it.
battleground and run around.
Step Between Stars has got it too, but it's only got a couple. It's not really worth it.
It doesn't have enough for a medium or hard.
No.
Yeah. No, the only way you're going to do it is to go onto.
The ground BZ, you can
Yeah.
get ridiculous kill counts fast if you do it right. Like one of the ones that's something that's stupid is like, have you ever seen those Polynax mechs that have
Yeah.
that repulsion field around them?
Yep.
Those can actually count as more than one Voth.
Really?
They summon drones to repair themselves.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes if you're using single target attacks, you'll shoot at them and shoot at them and shoot at them, and it seems like you're not damaging them. That's because the drone's healing them. Nailing them with AoEs will kill the drones too. And also killing the drones counts as Voth kills, apparently.
Well, let's see where we're at here. I'm in instance. Looks like, oh, great. I'm in map 2, which only got 5 players. The city's pretty much undone, and the outskirts are undone. So lots of room for you to do stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll come and join you over there on map
Okay.
2.
My endeavor thing I did earlier today was murdering Voth.
I was so lucky. I had on the ground, I had ground plasma, AP, and phaser, all ground damage.
I actually had 2 different objectives for murdering Voth.
Yeah.
So I just went to the ground battle zone and just ran around shooting Voth until the kill counter got it.
So since I had damage, but
Hard
I didn't.
and medium.
Since I didn't have anything in particular, I went to Operation Wolf as as a private. So I was the only one in it. And just set yourself up in the transporter and they will all come up there. They will all line up. So you drop a shield generator and a medical generator. I had all my weapons and used the Vija probes to do the plasma damage. Which, as it turns out, I discovered, will continue to do damage even after you're dead.
Oh, yeah, that's an interesting one.
That was really nice because I
I've,
didn't have to be alive.
Well, when I was running around killing random Voth, I actually, in one of the zones I captured, had another player show up and use that on a group of Voth. And not only did it atomize the group of Voth that they used it on, the probes just sat there waiting for more Voth to spawn.
That's convenient.
I'm pretty sure that they would eventually time out and despawn. Or maybe just wait until the person who used the kit module uses it again. A lot of things do that.
Hey, Crastix, just jump in and play. We don't usually team for this one because you lose your 2 bridge officers if you team up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It actually used to not work that way, but they fixed that.
Yeah. They fixed it. I hope they haven't fixed...
You mean they broke that, don't
Yep.
you mean,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they fixed it, quotation marks. It's like the TFO 7 of 9. One Night in Bozeman.
Oh,
They don't always have that one fixed, so it's entirely possible for you and your full away team and everybody else's full away team to go down there, and you'll have 25 people down there. Plus 7.
Yeah, that gets insane.
That is so
fast.
much fun.
Yeah.
Flint, are you the one trying to kill 60?
Yes.
Oh, then I won't bug you on this one. This is one of my favorite sections for just killing them. We'll just stand here and look cute.
They're adorable.
There's 2 of them just standing right in front of me. Shooting things. I presume that's your walker there.
My walker.
Somebody's got an Alachi walker here.
Oh. It might be one of my guys. I didn't even bother to...
I'm gonna go fix the
I
transporter.
don't think it's mine.
Oh, that's
I got the
bad.
pigs.
Well, this is weird. I'm looking at the 23rd century Klingon top, and I'm looking at it, it says like emblem character, and I click on the drop down. It's like, oh, hey, it has this option and then that says Caduceus. I wonder what happens if I. Oh wait, nothing happens if I click on that. Huh? Anytime I try to set the emblem character, it actually returns to none. That is strange.
That's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I fixed your transporter. It wasn't working. It wasn't working. I had a severe Voth infestation.
I shot one with a photon.
Oh, this completely fell. Great. Lovely.
I am still bummed that we can't use rank insignias on the Orion outfits. NPCs get them, but not players. Don't know why. Honestly, it just doesn't have an option to set rank insignia as a drop-down box in the uniform editing thing.
Is that just on Orion's?
No, as far as I can tell, it's the 23rd century
Oh,
Klingon uniform that's bugged. I don't know why players can't choose the rank insignias. Unless, of course, the devs just forgot to code the rank insignias
Yep.
as a selectable item. Because when you look at the NPCs that use the uniform, they do have rank insignias.
Mm-hmm.
Players, not so much. I don't understand it personally, but...
Yeah, I have a tune that I'm working on that I need her to stay a lieutenant even though she's a fleet admiral. But for the sake of what I'm doing, she has to be a lieutenant.
Yeah, that is my walker. I didn't think I had one.
Okay.
My,
Mm-hmm. How are you doing on your
Alright.
kill count, by the way?
45 out of 60.
Oh, pretty good.
zipping along.
Wish the swarmers counted.
Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
nice.
Well, the swarmers shouldn't count logically, so...
Yeah, but,
That's-
you know, should a proto-matter torpedo count as a Zenkethi ship? No, but it does.
Well, I mean, the proto-matter torpedoes at least of Sinkethi origin, whether it's a ship or not.
Well, we can assume that the swarmers have Voth origin.
Nope. Selenite.
We don't know that. We can
the-
make it assume anything we want to.
Yeah.
The plot says they're Solanae, though.
You just ruined her day. You know
Yeah,
that?
really.
Be money.
Yeah, the thing with that
All right,
though
57.
is
Alright.
that there's no kill counter for Solanae, so
I
they're
know.
actually fall into the animal kill counter.
No, really?
I mean, if it's a weird thing because of the fact that it's like how there used to be a mission in the game where you would fight a Davidian ship.
Yes.
There's no like register for that though, and it was some sort of imitation of a Romulan ship.
Oh.
And I think it actually counted as a Romulan ship for accolades.
Yeah. That would be interesting. Oh, I got it.
Yay.
Don't know how I got it because I just saw that purple box drop and oh, I got it.
Yay.
And I'm about to get 3 more of them right here. No, 4 more.
Ooh.
And we'll get this last console and wait for the big guys to drop down, kill them off, and I'll be done here.
Congratulations.
I was watching Patrick Stew streaming earlier today,
Mm-hmm.
and he did one of that mission in the TOS arc where you fight Core.
Yeah.
And I spent a lot of time studying Core's uniform and the cutscene, and now I'm tinkering in the Taylor,
Oh.
making a list of the things we don't have off of Core's uniform. And there's actually more than just the rank insignia. Because he's using the TOS KDF sash. Okay, sure, simple enough. His version has decorations on it.
Yep.
Ours doesn't. And he also has some sort of a medal attached to his uniform
Yes.
in addition to the rank insignia.
Yeah, well, maybe he's a little more narcissistic than we are. We don't need decoration.
Maybe he's part Ferengi.
Korean.
Anyway, though, yeah, it's like we don't have the right costume parts to duplicate his.
Oh, I almost have this little one done here. Having swarmers.
You know something that's really, really hard to do?
Hmm.
Killing swarmers with melee.
Yes.
It is possible.
It,
Yeah, it is possible, but it's not easy.
The other funny thing is that certain kit module powers just don't work on swarmers properly.
yeah.
Certain modules are coded to assume that your opponent is standing on the ground.
Yep.
Ooh, a really fun one is that anti-proton leash power.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the fact that you target an enemy and it tries to pull that enemy towards a certain point on
Right.
the ground. So with the swarmers, it'll put the actual anti-proton leash directly underneath the swarmer, like maybe 20 feet below them on the ground, and then try to pull them down to there. It's amusing, but not really all that beneficial a strategy, because The thing still despawns as soon as it kills the swarmer you targeted, and swarmers don't have a whole lot of HP.
Ooh. There we go. Use that up.
That fire chains one from the winter event is another one that does something like that, because you target a swarmer, you see an orange poof, and you see the change jump out to all of the swarmers nearby, and then the cloud of flames drops to the ground and tries to pull the swarmers down with it. No.
Well, I'm going to leave it here for the night, folks. I'm going to go to bed.
You're leaving us already?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Courtesy of somebody who shall remain nameless, Loki. I didn't sleep very well last night. She was being very affectionate and going, "Hey, pet me," all night long.
You named your dog Loki?
No, I did not name my dog Loki. This is Farn's dog. My apartment became Farn's apartment, so when I'm in town, I stay here. But I'm her grandma now. Versus my evil dog Fifi. This is evil Loki. Not named for Loki, named for different Loki. So on behalf of the Darkmom Consortium, I'm going to say good night, but you guys are welcome
Good night.
to have a great night here. Keep playing. I will be back on in the morning with Ed, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great night.
Good night.
Night.